Welcome to the Engineering Update. I'm digital editor Jason Lundberg, and this week's video, evaluating the Orion spacecraft's heat shield, a 3D kinematics dress, and the Army's drone airport.
Lockheed Martin engineers were eager to get their hands on samples of the heat shield used on the Orion spacecraft after the 20,000-pound capsule returned to Earth after a 4.5-hour trip on December 5th. The capsule was launched from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station via a United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy booster. It went on a 2-orbit trajectory and ended up about 3,600 miles from Earth before returning to the planet at a leisurely 20,000 miles per hour. The heat shield is particularly important for this unmanned trip because upon re-entry, the capsule would have generated temperatures reaching 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Though some of the 1,200 data sensors were quickly returned to Lockheed, the capsule, which landed off the coast of Baja California, took about 2 weeks to return to the facility. The company hopes to have all its assessments about changes that need to be made for future heat shields by March of 2015. The second Orion is being built for the 2018 manned Exploration Mission 1 flight.
Researchers created a 3D dress with kinematics, a 4D printing system that creates complex foldable forms composed of articulated modules. The system provides a way to turn any three-dimensional shape into a flexible structure using 3D printing. The company combines computational geometry techniques with rigid body physics and customization. It allows us to take large objects and compress them down for 3D printing through simulation. It also enables the production of intricately patterned wearables that conform flexibility to the body. The sleeveless, mid-length 3D printed dress hangs naturally on the body and flows and moves like a dress made from fabric, unlike previous attempts at 3D printed clothing. What's more remarkable is that the designers Jessica Rosenkrantz and Jesse Louis Rosenberg from the design studio Nervous System printed the dress in one piece. The idea was thought of while trying to design a hinged bracelet that could print flat and then be folded into a wearable piece of jewelry. Nervous System designed the full-size dress on a 3D scanned model and used physics simulation software to fold it into its initial and much smaller printed shape. This is what made it possible to print the dress in one piece. The video of the process shows the dress emerging from the printer encased in what looks like a block of styrofoam. They scraped much of it away and then used compressed air to blow away the remainder of the material and reveal the folded dress, which is made of thousands of interlocking pieces that move freely. The final dress, which took 44 hours to print, has been acquired by the Museum of Modern Art for inclusion in its permanent collection.
The Army isn't normally associated with drones, or unmanned aerial systems as it's prefer them to be called. The popular Predator and Reaper models are operated by the Air Force from Creech Air Force Base, Nevada, and the CIA from various hotspots around the world. But the Army is a host of capable, fully armed UAS, including the Gray Eagle and Shadow systems, and they're about to get their own airport. The Army Corps of Engineers, based out of Fort Worth, Texas, has awarded a $33 million contract to SGS to build their ambitious drone airport. This will include a 150-acre unmanned aircraft launch and recovery complex at Fort Bliss, and the complex will feature a 50,000 square foot unmanned aircraft maintenance hangar and more than a mile of runways, aprons, and taxiways. The Gray Eagle will get a dedicated 5,000-foot runway, while the Shadow UAS will get 1,000 feet. Along with the usual amenities associated with an airport like maintenance, admin, and hangar storage space, it'll also include a 5-ton bridge crane, oil/water separator, aircraft container and forklift storage, taxiway, access apron, oil and hazardous waste storage buildings, vehicle storage facilities, organizational vehicle parking, and overhead protection canopy. And for those worried about an influx of drones clogging up our skies, know that all operations will take place in restricted airspace. That's all for this week's video. Be sure to check in on Facebook and Twitter and catch past episodes on ECNmag.com. For the ECN channel, I'm Jason Lundberg, and thanks for watching.